If you want to know how to create the makeup looks like this or this, keep watching. Welcome to my channel. I'm Rory Clemens, and today I'm going to be showing you how to create an FX black eye, busted up nose, and kind of bloodied up face with just a few products. Okay, let's get into it. I already did my eyebrows and my concealer off camera. These steps are of course optional. Honestly, if you have really prominent dark under eye circles like I do, either use a really light concealer or don't use one at all, because it kind of helps sell the whole black eye look. So to get started, you need a rainbow kind of eyeshadow palette, an eyeshadow palette that has a rainbow of colors. So the one I usually always use is the James Charles Morphe palette, because it's got a rainbow assortment of colors, of course, like that. Or a more affordable option is Makeup Revolution has one that looks like this, and this is $7. The color payoff of these shadows is actually pretty good, and they blend quite nicely, but the only kind of problem with this is this smells like Play-Doh. I have no idea why this smells like Play-Doh, but for $7, I think this smell is something you can kind of get over with. So let's get into doing it. So I'm going to go into my James Charles Morphe palette. The main brush you only need one makeup brush, and you need a fluffy eyeshadow brush. And you use the same brush for every color because that kind of helps it blend better, at least in my experience. So you want to think of the fundamental colors of a bruise, and those are the colors you want to go with. So of course you have the purples, you have the blues, the green and yellow, you have red, and you have black. And those are the colors that you want to use. So I'm going to go, and I always usually start with the base color, which is usually black, red, purple, or blue. And then I add the greens and yellows later on, because that's of course the healing stages of a bruise. So I'm going to go in with some red, just kind of tape it and tap off my excess. And I'm just going to start applying it around my eyebrow. And start applying it around my eye. And it's okay if it looks crazy. I usually always pick an eye that I want to be my prominent black eye, and I usually always do my right eye. So I'm just gonna keep kind of just applying it all around, and I'm gonna go across into my nose, of course. You know, I do like this bridge up into like my eyebrow bone. Of course, you go onto your nose and then kind of travel that up some more. So these next starts is just blending and kind of doing all the colors together, which can take a while or it can take hardly any time at all. So now I have the red basis, I'm going to go in with purple, and I always choose the darker purple, not the lighter. And like I said, you just kind of want to start blending the colors together. And I just want to start blending them together. And then after you really start blending a few colors together in just random spots, it really starts to come together, I won't lie. Like, it's kind of crazy, but the thing that I have to mention is that none of these will ever look the exact same. I've done this multiple times, and every time I've done it, it's been completely different. So I'm gonna add black now, because this kind of look is looking a little bit too 80s. I'm just gonna kind of start applying it on my nose. There we go. That's looking bruisey. You just want to keep just applying until you have a type of bruise that looks real. So the multiple times that I have done this FX makeup look, I have gone out into my garage where my dad works, and I didn't say anything to just see what he would say. And the one time I did it, he thought it was real there for a second, and then he goes, "Oh, that's makeup." And I'm like, yeah. But everyone thought looked pretty real. So you just want to keep blending and blending and blending. I really like to go in with a lot of color on my nose to make it look more busted, because that kind of sells the more busted look, I think, if you just use the right colors on your nose. Of course, you want to travel it down into the other eye, because of course we're bruised. It kind of looks like you just got beat up with a baseball bat. So I'm gonna add some blue. You can stipple, you can just do it any method that you think would work the best. I simply just kind of like kind of go up into my eyebrow to kind of like make it look like a full round situation. No, it's not just... You want to kind of make sure you blend it outward too, not just like make it blended into a perfect circle, because that kind of helps also sell the look of that it's also real. So now I'm going to go into some more blue, and I'm going to kind of like travel it outward like that. And I'm going to add some more blue to my nose. I'm going to add more into like the bridge from my nose up into my eyebrow bone. There we go. I'm going to add some more black on my nose and on the bridge. And I'm going to add some more black on like the eye bag area, like where my line of my eye bag goes, to kind of like accentuate my puffiness in a way, to make it look like my eyes, like swollen, right? I'm gonna go into some greens, light green and dark green. I'm gonna start applying it in different areas under my eye. See, that kind of looks like I have a lot of black going on, so I'm gonna start adding some more reds and some more purples. Like I said, it's just a blending game pretty much after you start applying the shadows, and just to get it like how you want it to look. So I add a lot of like yeah, it just kind of becomes a very big blending situation game. So I really like to accentuate color, like a lot of color on my nose, to make it truly look like it's busted, because that kind of like helps sell it for sure. See, like it looks, look at that. Like with the color I have on it right now. And the lighting on it makes it look like it's like, okay. So I have a lot of black. I'm gonna, like I said, add some more lighter colors. And I'm gonna go in with some yellow, start adding that places. You can't really tell as much, but the yellow kind of does help add a different dimension to it. It makes it sell that it's, you know, more than just a bruise, for sure. I'm gonna kind of blend this so it's not as harsh. Okay, so I'm just gonna add a bit more yellow and green to different areas, because I think I have my base of what I have. I think I have my base done. I don't think I'm gonna add any more, because I think it looks pretty convincing right now. So I'm just gonna add some more yellow different places to kind of make it look. I think I'm gonna add some yellow and travel it over here to this eye. And I'm gonna add some more greens and kind of put it different places. I'm gonna put it all in that area. Yeah, blend, blend. Blending is key. Blending is so key. I'm gonna add some yellow to my nose. And I think I'm gonna add a bit more blue to my nose and a bit more red to my nose. Yeah. A bit more yellow here. I think that looks pretty convincing. So let's move on to the next step, which is, this step's kind of optional as well, but I'm gonna apply some mascara. And this is the e.l.f. Lash Extenders mascara in brown, so it looks more kind of natural. And I'm just gonna apply mascara, but I'm gonna apply it like super clumpy and crazily, because when you think like in movie scenes, when the person gets into a fight and they're like, or like when someone gets into like a car accident or like something like that, they're all sweaty and blood's matting all over the place. Their mascara's like, it's super clumpy and it's all together, and it looks something like that. You know, it's really runny, and your lashes are clumped together. That's kind of what I'm doing here. I'm kind of just smearing I'm kind of just make it look like that. I don't really want volume or length, I just want them like clumpy and kind of all over the place like that. So I'm gonna do my next eye. Again, this step is optional. It's just kind of if you want to do it or not. I'm just doing zigzag motions with the mascara wand across my eyelashes to kind of give them these super clumpy, kind of terrible looking eyelashes that look like that have no volume, and they're just super clumpy and they're super kind of like all over the place. And I'm gonna like run mascara down my eye. That looks like I've been crying, and I'm gonna smudge stuff so it looks like I've been like crying. There we go. Yeah, I can apply some mascara like that, make it look like it's just gotten all over the place. So yeah, just kind of get super messy with it and kind of just spread it all over the place. Okay, now I'm gonna apply some eyeliner, which of course is optional as well. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Smoldering eyeliner. I love this eyeliner because it is so good for getting in your waterline and tight lining as well. So I'm going to do my waterline on the prominent black eye just to kind of add some more depth. I'm also going to tight line, kind of, but I'm also just going to apply some eyeliner below my eye, and I'm going to smudge that out with my finger like so. I kind of smudge it out like that, and I'm going to apply a little bit on this side too and kind of smudge that out. I'm going to apply some up on the top of my eyelid, make it look like I was wearing makeup and it kind of just got all over the place. Again, this is completely optional. You do not have to do this step if you do not want to. I just do it because I like doing it. I'm going to smear that a bit more until we have a solid kind of crying look. Yeah. So now here's kind of the more fun part. You're gonna need, I use this lipstick kind of pencil crown. You want a really darkish mauve, like not mauve-y, but kind of more burgundy shade of red, because that kind of really helps. That kind of looks more like blood. And what I do is I go around my nostril like this, like that. And I take my finger, of course, and I kind of smear it out. And then what I do, I travel down my nose and I smear it out. And then I, of course, go in with my lips. And I smear this out because you want to make it look like kind of blood has traveled into like this, like you have a bloody mouth essentially. So you want to kind of just smear it all over the place, like make it kind of go down there, and make it kind of go like all here, make it look like your lipstick just went everywhere. Yeah, like so. So I'm gonna make this line more prominent. I'm gonna kind of smear this all kind of on my nose, around my nose. Oh yeah. So the last step, kind of, this is super optional as well, but I take fake blood. This is like fake congealed blood. It's literally what it's called. I got in like an FX kit off of Amazon. do not remember the brand, but I will try and find it and I will link it below. And I take like one of these eyeshadow applicators that you can throw away because I don't like ruining my makeup brushes. And it's like jelly. That's how it is. It's super fun. And I just take it and I get a bunch on there and I'm going to smear it on my eyebrow. I'm going to smear it all over my eyebrow, I think. Like that. And it's a bit more red than I'd like, but it kind of dries down. And I'm of course going to add some like the effects of my bloody nose. And I'm kind of all over my nose too, to make it more. I'm just gonna apply it, make it run down my mouth. So yeah, this is a super simple, all you really need is a eyeshadow palette, a fluffy brush, a dark kind of burgundy lipstick if you don't have fake blood, and mascara and eyeliner optional. It's a really simple kind of thing. It's just a lot of blending and using the right colors and then just smearing. That's really all it is to kind of create this look. And I think it looks really realistic too. Like when you go up to people, I'm sure you could prank people with this. And I mean, it's super simple, kind of easy FX thing to learn. I love doing it because it literally will take me 5 minutes to do. I know this video is longer than 5 minutes, but it'll take me like 5 minutes to do a good black eye and busted up nose. So yeah, let me know if you try this and tell me in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and thanks for watching. Bye!